Hey everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome to the next episode of our podcast, EGIL.TRADE, with Let's Talk Crypto podcast and sponsored by CryptoFish. So today we've had quite a bit of price action. It seems like we could be taking the northern route. And yeah, before I dive into that, I'm going to quickly jump into here. We are proudly sponsored by CryptoFish, a company that I am happy to be involved with, partnered in. Basically, it's a platform for buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Really simple. It's non-custodial. You have your own wallet. You can log on, put the amount of Bitcoin that you want to buy in US dollars or euros. If it's not Bitcoin, you can choose any of the other cryptocurrencies. You can pay by debit card or credit card internationally, ACH in the US, SEPA bank transfer in the European Union, and in the UK you can use UK faster payments. And we will be adding in the US bank wire very soon. Again, we've got a learning section, Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain 101, Cryptopedia, which is like a glossary, a free video learning portal for those people who are just starting out, and our crypto podcast. Okay, enough of that. Moving on, I'm going to start off with the charts again today, and today we've got a bit of movement, so no more staring at paint dry. We've actually got a bit of movement in the price. So I've got my monthly chart up here. As per previous episodes, I've got my yearly opens marked out. I've got the swing high, which is the most important to me at the moment, to the north side, marked out. I've got that marked out at 10,433. If we had to break above that, we'd be starting off an uptrend on a weekly basis. Of course, we'd need to set in a higher low before confirming the uptrend. But the first step to getting into an uptrend would be to confirm the higher high. So so that's quite an important level to me. Although even a closure above 9,300, 9,500 odd would confirm a higher closing high to me anyway. But I've still put the swing high at 10,433. I am on Bitstamp. It's got more price history than BitMEX, so I'm using that for now. But anyway, let's have a look at what's happened today. If we go down to the weekly time frame, my internet's a bit slow today, guys. I'm very sorry about that, but it is what it is. It's free content, so yeah, you're welcome to complain, but it's for free. So here we are. We are now sitting at 8,662, and as I said in the last episode, that closure above the weekly 21, it just snuck above, and it's blasted straight through the 55 EMA, and what I've got there in the gray line that's coming down is the 30 SMA. It's blasted straight above. Look, it hasn't closed, but I mean it's pretty convincing that's quite a big move. We are only on Wednesday, and if you look at the volume here, it's in declining volume, but we are only on Wednesday. So we've made this whole up move on a weekly basis on declining volume. On its own, I don't think we need to pay too much attention to it, but if we do combine it with other factors coming up to major resistance here, volatility having dropped off as much as it has, there could be something to be seen. But for the time being, I am tentatively bullish. On the short term and medium term, I am bullish. The macro or long term or macro hasn't changed yet, but we are reaching levels where if we start closing some higher time frame candles above these levels, above where we are now, I will start swinging around long term bullish. But this will be my litmus test here. Not to say I won't be in a position by the time we get here, but if we start closing candles above this swing high here, then I think there's not much stopping us from at least our 2019 highs up here. And if history repeats itself, because what I found in 2016 was we did come back and test up the previous secondary highs of the previous market cycles. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had to do something like that. On a weekly basis right now, being midweek, there's not much I can really read into this. We're above the 21 EMA. That normally is a bullish thing. Powerful candle right now, although maybe not the best volume. It's not breakout volume, even though we've broken out. So that's the only thing that I'm hesitating about, but not so much so that I'm not bullish. 3-day, if we go down to the 3-day chart, 3-day is going to close tomorrow night, my time. I am GMT +4, and yeah, what can I say? I mean, it snuck above, it's closed above its 200 EMA. It's blasted straight through the 55 EMA and has left the 30 SMA in its tracks. It is at an area of interest here. If there was going to be a pullback, I would think around here. The 8800 level is something to look at. I thought if it could get this high, it may as well just tag the 92 level. I've got major resistance there. Major tag there, over, down, tag one more time before the death drop. 92.15 would be a major level of interest. If it is going to continue, I would say 92.15 would be my level to watch. Breaking it down to a 2-day time frame, we are well above the 200 EMA now. The longer we stay above here, the more chance it has of undoing this death cross, which we had on the 29th of March. It's gained a lot of divergence towards there, but now you can see they're starting to converge on each other. You've got the 55 EMA heading northwards now, just ever so slightly. The 200 EMA will take a little bit longer, but even that, because EMAs react a lot faster than SMAs, it is starting to curl up. But remember, this candle hasn't closed yet. It does close. When does this close? It does close. It closes this evening. Well, at daily close today. So yeah, for me it will be 4 a.m. GMT +4. So if it closes anywhere like this, I mean, it's so far above the 200 EMA right now. I mean, I don't want to take it for granted, but for me it's highly probable that it's going to close at least above the 200 EMA. And if it does so, it's going to start looking very bullish to me. I mean, it already is. It already is, but I'm trying to be a little bit conservative here. I don't want to be too bullish or moon boy about this. I think that if I was forced to push, I'd lean more bullish right now. Although we can pull back, we've already come up very strongly. I mean, just during this recording, we've already pumped another $100. We have tagged 88. No. Oh, okay, on stamp 87.88, but I think if I just move over to MEX, we've actually tagged 88.38. So yeah, I mean that's quite impressive. I mean, it's not to be laughed at. I mean, this candle has a $1,100 range. Just this candle today, 2-day candle. 2-day candle has got $1,001 range. So I mean that's not to be sneezed at. Breaking it down to the 1-day chart. So what do we have here? We've blasted again straight through the 200 EMA, straight through the 200 SMA. In fact, what I have there is also the 377 EMA. We've blasted straight through. We're in a little pocket of resistance here. Here we go. This little area between, I would say, 9,000 and let's just call it 85,000, 8,500. You can see there's a lot of activity through here. We're in there now, sort of stuck in the mud. But the way things are looking, I wouldn't be surprised if we have another try higher. And again, I'll be watching the 92, let's call it the 92 to 93 area. I think that if we did hit 9,000, it might just overshoot it a bit, and all those 9K memes will come out on Reddit, etc. And you might just get a little bit of an overshoot. Everybody's trying to short at 9 and clear out all the over leveraged shorts going up to about 9.2, 9.3. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. Not based on anything I see here, but at least the level I can see here is about 92.15. I would even say maybe even up to 95, between 92 and 94, 95, right about there. I would say this area over here would be of interest over there. So yeah, Oops. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hold your horses. There we go. Computer is very glitchy. It's not it's not used to working so hard. And of course, with confinement, I can't even upgrade it or swap it out or change it or anything. All the shops are now in Mauritius is closed, so can't do anything. Anyway, so let's go down on 12 hour. And this is the one that I'm really watching very carefully, just to try and get a little bit of clues on what might happen on the higher time frames. And yeah, I mean, you can't really argue with that. A bit of an ascending triangle there, breakout, continuation, and we find ourselves, well above 8,000, nearly, 8,800 now. The trend is your friend till the end, and this certainly does look like it's got a bit of power. It's been walked up all the way here, and now it's breaking out. What I do notice though is that shorts, up until a little while ago, was tumbling completely, and now they're starting to increase again. So there is finding a little short interest up here. Open interest is still sitting at about 700, I think about 700 million. It's nothing extreme, which is making me scratch my head, but yeah, nothing really to be concerned about. I think while this movement is going up, shorts, people who are taking short positions best step out the way and wait until at least a local top is formed and some divergences. But this could be the FOMO pump that we were waiting for before the Bitcoin halving. I was expecting perhaps maybe a little bit of a pullback first, then to have something like this, and then pull back into the properly into the halving. But I suppose if everybody's thinking the same thing, then it's not gonna do that. It's not that easy. But in any event, it's looking good. Short term, medium term, I'm definitely looking more bullish than bearish. And it's reaching levels now where it has a proper chance of changing things on the higher time frames. It hasn't yet, but it's not looking bad. And if for some reason this is a trap before monthly close, it's a hell of a good trap. And I'm certainly looking for signs of that. But right now, it's looking good. I did manage to take a position from as this breakout chat but I got it a bit late, admittedly. I got it about 7-9 as it was breaking out, and I managed to ride it, and I did close a little bit early, unfortunately. I think I closed at 8.4. Yeah, about 8.4. So I missed out on about $300-400 of upside, but that's fine. I'm just happy to be out. It's quite volatile right now. I'm going to sit back and give it a look and see what happens. Other than that, if we can go into lower time frames, 10 hour, sometimes I like to look at the 10 hour. It kind of gives me a bit of insight into what might happen in the 12 hour next. It's kind of like looking into the future, and the 10 hour Stokes are still pointing up. And in fact, while I'm there, the 12 hour Stokes are really up there. As I mentioned in the last 2 episodes, it's not often that the 12 hour Stokes gets up here without a sizable pullback. Even some of these pullbacks down here were multi-$100 moves. So I mean, right now it's sitting at quite a high reading. I mean, we're at like 94 plus. I know it can go higher, it can always go higher, but just going on trend here, as Eric Crown would say, the 12 hour Stokes have been a bit of a cheat code, and they're right up there right now. So if we do find them crossing back down, I would find it difficult to be long at that point. At least I would, if I was long, I'd start hedging at that point. So here we go. 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, what can I say about that? I mean, we can just put a little bit of a line in here. I mean, once it broke that, there was no stopping it. Yeah, that's impressive. I do have resistance here at 84.99 on Stamp. I just want to see on BitMEX, in BitMEX, I seem to have this, this ascending channel with an area of interest here. I did tag it to the T, but on the very next open of the 4 hour, it just absolutely blasted through. I'm going to zoom out now and we can have a look at what I'm talking about. I'll move that to the 12 hour and get a better idea. It seems to have respected that pretty well. Now, I would say with this volume, it's a bit of breakout volume here. It does seem to be quite convincing right through. I mean, it did close above 200 SMA and the 377 exponential. I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's reached right up, guys. I'm leaning a bit more bullish than even when I started this recording. That for now. Not that I would enter long here, because I've got no way to manage my risk, but I certainly think if we did have some sort of pullback, although I'm not sure we're going to right now, if we had a pullback anywhere near 80, I would say, probably around the 84.75 area, 84.30, around there, around this trend line here. Any sort of pullback around there, I would probably look to enter long, but it depends. I'm gonna actually just be a bit more conservative here and watch the 12-hour Stokes. And like I said, besides scalps, I'm going to wait for the monthly close. It does look pretty convincing that we're going to close above the 21 EMA, but you never know with Bitcoin. Bitcoin could move $2,000 in an hour or two, and it could absolutely decimate that 21 EMA on a monthly basis. So let's see. I'm being more conservative. You do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. Remember, this is not trading advice. It's purely educational, purely for entertainment purposes. I'm super bullish about Bitcoin on the macro scale. On the, do you believe in Bitcoin? Will it be worth like $200,000-$300,000 or whatever it might be one day? $5 trillion market cap? Yes, I do. When? I don't know. Not anytime soon. Yes. And I am still can get bearish on lower time frames, whether it be long-term, medium, or on the short term. It doesn't mean I don't believe in Bitcoin. It just means that I'm trading. That's all. Okay, so enough about charts. Although I might just say that if the 12-hour Stokes do turn down, I probably won't take a long, no matter what the price is doing. I think I would actually just sit back and wait. I am long one delta. I mean, I'm spot long, so that's good enough for me. In other words, I'm flat. I'm not. I haven't hedged myself -1, so it's fine. Holding Bitcoin. If it goes up, you make money anyway. So, but I would be looking to probably long something if it pulled back into an area of interest. And areas of interest, as I said, would be like down by the 84-ish area. Because this does look quite strong and healthy. All the little dips keep being bought in. You have to go down to the very low time frames, and so like 3, 2, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Every time it just kept being bought up, like it looked like proper accumulation. So I think maybe it is time to buy dips, but again, we'll see what happens with the monthly close, and I think we'll just take it based on that for now. Other news, of course. Probably part of this is the FOMO around the Bitcoin halving. Where we're sitting right now, well, it's 12 days and 15 hours, 1 minute and 17 seconds, 15 seconds, 14 seconds until the Bitcoin block reward halving. And again, we know what that's all about. It's going to drop from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. Why is that? Why does it even matter? Well, it means the flow of Bitcoins onto the supply, to the current supply, the increase in supply, the rate it's going to increase by. There we go. I got it right. The rate it's going to increase by is going to be decreasing. That's a good thing. So, obviously there's a lot of speculation around that. People want to buy. There's a lot of hype. They think, okay, it's going to go to the moon. Good. That's great. A lot of traders, a lot of market movers will take advantage of that. So be careful. That's all I can say about that. Here's another interesting article that I picked up today. Only one article today, guys. Bitcoin price surges past 8,000 as traders are 10,500. 10,500. Well, I wonder where they pulled that from. So let's have a look. It sounds mighty familiar to where my weekly pivot is. Look there, 10,433. That's my line in the sand. If we start closing weekly candles above there, for me, that is at least 50% of the start of an uptrend for the weekly time frame. Of course, I'll need a higher low, but that at least would be one thing to tick off, that we get a higher high. Okay, so let's have a look back at that article. Traders are eyeing 10,500. Okay, so at least we know why they're eyeing it, because there's a major point of resistance there. You can actually see the interest. If I zoom right out back, you can see that even back in 2018 there, you can see here back to September 2019, again came back and checked in 21st of October, again came back, checked in 10th of February 2020. So there's definitely it's definitely a level of interest, and of course we can round that off up to 10,500 if we want to, or we can even bring it back down to about 10,300 or 10,200 on a closing basis. So, all right, what are the main points that they have in this article? Bitcoin rises to 7,780. Well, we've well passed that now. Find support at 7,400. Yes, we did. Bitcoin after halving, how would crypto fare? And we get YouTubers' opinions. They're not asking for my opinion, obviously. Bullish divergence seen on 3 positive signs. Okay, right. So they're blaming this on Corona. Okay, fine. It's not really interesting to me. What I do like to see is that Bitcoin addresses spike. And I have seen this around on the internet quite a bit. They're measuring like how many wallets are being activated on the Bitcoin network, and Bloomberg likes to use this. A guy by the name of Mike I'm going to mess up his name. Mike McGloom, I think it is. I can't remember his name, but anyway, an analyst on Bloomberg, prominent guy. He actually factored this into his analysis. He does a lot of fundamental analysis and a little bit of technical analysis. One of the things he likes to track is wallets in the Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain. And what he's found is that when wallets are increasing, it is a bullish sign. And if you look at what's been posted here by Danny Scott from Twitter, you will see that since 2016 to, let's say, 2018, the amount of wallets that are hold more than 0.1 Bitcoins has doubled. And now we're sitting at 2.8 and now 3 million. So 0.1 Bitcoins is... right now at current price about $900. That's a substantial amount of money. 3 million people are holding that. They have a vested interest, and as per Nasib Talib's book, they have skin in the game. And when you've got skin in the game, there's interest, right? It's not just people talking from the sidelines. It's actually people who've got skin in the game. They've got something at stake. So very, very important point there, guys. Price analysis. Yeah, look, this particular guy is using Bollinger Bands, and it's true that on a daily basis, using his setting of 20 SMA as the medium line, Bitcoin does look like it's trending at the moment. You know, when it's pushing the upper band like that and even exceeding it, it is trending. But he's giving a pre-target of 10,500. Pre-target as in pre-halving target, excuse me, and the first target was 7,900, but we've already broken that, but not on a daily closing basis. And as I'm speaking right now, we've just broken 8,800 again. It's looking pretty good, guys. Other than that, yeah, I mean I think his analysis about the 10,500 is probably just based on something similar to mine on the weekly swing high there. I mean, that was basically our last weekly high before we broke down to that death candle, like that went down, I think on MEX down to even 3.5 or 3.6 or something ridiculous. But yeah, I think that 10.5 will be major resistance. I'm just not sure that we're ready to get there right now. I think that my target would be somewhere around the mid nines to the lower to mid nines, so like 9.2 to 9.5. I think that would get enough people excited, and buying in, that there'd be enough liquidity to sell into at that stage and take profit. if we did break 10,000, I'm not sure we would stop until about 11, 12, 13 maybe. So I don't think we're going there on this run. I think we're gonna probably, and this is just my opinion, it's nothing to do with technical analysis or anything. I don't think we're gonna break 10 on this little run. I think that we will have a little bit of a pullback before we reattempt breaking into 5 digits at least. But I could be wrong. But something else that's interesting to look at, not an article, but something I've been checking every time that I do this recording. I have no idea why that thing is there. I wish it would go away. Go away. No, you're back. Go away. Oh. No, okay, never mind. Let's go back up. Okay, fear and greed is sitting at 26. Now, this really puzzles me. I mean, we've moved up like, I don't know, 500 or 1,000 or 800 today. Let's have a look. What have we moved up today? Let's go back to a daily chart. All right. Holy moly. All right. No, seriously, holy moly. We have moved up from 7,800. We are now currently sitting at 8,800. Okay. So, and people got more scared. They got more fear. Why? Why is there more fear as the price goes up? It's just something to think about. That type of thing makes me think we might even get to 10,000. If you look at the history of it, we never stay down there for too long. The low readings, the extreme reads, and generally those extreme reads lead to a counter movement in price. Now, we're not at the extreme reads, but we've been low for quite a long time now, and we have moved up substantially, and even just in the last day or two, and yet it's tickling back down again. So I don't know if there's a bit of inaccuracy into this data, or if it just is the fact that there's complete disbelief. And if you look at the Wall Street the Wall Street cheat guide or cheat chart, I think it's called. You can Google it. There's a section that acts as disbelief when the market actually really is recovering after many false starts or dead cat bounces. And maybe this is what's happening here, where there's complete disbelief and the market is just going to keep eating away and going up. I don't know. It could be the case. It really is something to watch. Anyway, nevertheless, it's exciting. We're now sitting at 8,900. Guys, this thing is moving. And I think we might even tag 9,000 with today, basically. I mean, we're already up there. We're basically already up there. Guys, whatever you do, take some time to like or share this. It's totally for free. I'm in confinement. This is only my third day doing actual streams, price related, chart related, and giving my analysis of the news. I hope you enjoy it. Take it as you will. Some will like it, some won't. Leave a comment, give me some criticism so I can improve. I really appreciate it. If you do have more time and you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn how to do risk management, you want to learn psychology of trading, look down in the description below. You'll see a link to Nibiru trading, Nibiru psychology, and Nibiru risk management. Great courses worth an absolute fortune. You'll learn more in there than you'll learn at university. And we've managed to get you 30% off on those courses. It's absolutely outstanding. Jackie has done a show with me before. You can check it out in our channel guides under the Crypto Market Wizard series, where I interview a whole bunch of crypto traders. You'll find Jackie there. You'll see what he's all about, understand the way he works. If you like it, enjoy it, go join his course. It's absolutely fantastic. I've done it. It's great. It's amazing. Other than that, if you want to buy Bitcoin, head over to CryptoFish, buy some Bitcoin, put it in your wallet, go trade it, do whatever you want to do. Have a great time. Let's hope that this price action carries on going north. And remember, this is not financial advice, only for educational purposes. Have a great day.